Hey guys, so for today's STEM activity, we are going to be making an Alka-Seltzer powered lava lamp. I'm sure many of you know what a lava lamp looks like with all of the colorful blobs going up through the lamp light. And they tend to be electric based. You have to plug them in to get them to work. But we can actually make a non-electric version of a lava lamp. So the supplies that we're going to need either two 2-liter bottles or two 1-liter bottles. We're going to need some vegetable oil, some food coloring and Alka-Seltzer tablets, and then we're going to need water to put into the containers. So what I have gone ahead and done is in each of our containers, we want to put 1 to 2 inches of water in the bottom of them. One of our containers, we want it to be cold water, and then in my other container, I've gone ahead and warmed up some water, so I have my other bottle of water sitting in the warm water because we want that water to be warm or hot. So you may need an adult to help out with this. So on each of my bottles, I am going to put 5 drops of food coloring. So in this bottle, I'm going to do red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And once I've got those in, then we want to fill our bottle 3/4 of the way up with vegetable oil. So this experiment does take quite a bit of oil, so mom, dad, grandparents, don't get upset with the amount of oil that we're using, because if it works and the kids have a little bit of fun and learning a little bit of science, then sometimes it makes it worth it. So let me finish filling these up. And in my other bottle, I'm going to put some blue food coloring. So let me finish. Filling that bottle up. And then I'm gonna move my bottle that I had in the warm water. I'm gonna put my 5 drops, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can see my blue water. I'm gonna add my vegetable oil. If you need a funnel to be able to pour it into the bottle, then grab a funnel or make a funnel. So let's get that's about 3/4 of the way in that one, and we'll pour the rest of this in this container. So we've got my red, which is my cold water, and the blue, which is the warm water. So I'm gonna let that sit for a second while we get our Alka-Seltzer tablets ready. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna break the Alka-Seltzer tablet into quarters. So we're gonna grab some of those out as soon as I get my food coloring up. And I did this experiment outside just in case it makes a mess. So I've got my Alka-Seltzer tablets that I'm opening up. And we're just gonna need 1 of those, so I'm gonna break them in quarters. And we have some additional pieces just in case we need it. So again, we have 1 jar that has the cold water on it, and what I'm going to do is drop 1 of these quarter tabs of Alka-Seltzers in the jar, and we are going to time it to see what happens once it hits the water. So I'm gonna take my quarter size Alka-Seltzer, I'm gonna drop it in, and once it hits this bottom layer where the water is, then we're gonna time. to see how long it takes that Alka-Seltzer tablet. And what you'll notice is you'll start seeing some bubbles in the container as if it was creating a very own lava lamp. And if you can see, I'll get a little bit closer. It's actually taking that food color and making it go up with the bubbles. So it looks like you've created your own lava lamp. So I'm just timing it until that Alka-Seltzer finally dissolves, and that'll primarily be once the bubbles stop. It's still going, it's down in the bottom of the water. We haven't even hit a minute yet, but it's almost done. So you can continue to see the bubbles going around. I'm gonna just check one more time, and it looks like it's done. So that took 1 minute and 3 seconds approximately that it took our Alka-Seltzer in the cold water to dissolve totally. So now we're gonna take our bottle with our warm water, and we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna take our 1/4 tablet of Alka-Seltzer, we're gonna drop it in, wait for it to hit the water, start our timer, and you can automatically start seeing those bubbles, and you can actually get the lava lamp effect a little bit more with the blue bubbles. So that's pretty cool. But that Alka-Seltzer tablet has already finished dissolving. So you can see the bubbles starting to dwindle down. So what did we notice? We noticed there were differences with the reaction of the Alka-Seltzer in the cooler water versus the warmer water. So the temperature of the liquid does make a difference. And what happened is the ingredients in the Alka-Seltzer, they combine with water to form a gas called carbon dioxide. And you can see the bubbles just a little bit more. The oil in the Alka-Seltzer do not combine in this way, just the water in the Alka-Seltzer. The Alka-Seltzer tablets sink through the vegetable oil until they reach that layer of colored water, and then there it dissolves in the water to form that gas, carbon dioxide. The gas is lighter than the water and oil, so it bubbles up, and it takes a bit of the color water with it as it moves. You can see that the red one has already settled back down. So it takes that a little bit of colored water as it moves up through the oil, giving it the lava lamp look. You'll see those bubbles, you'll see the colorful blobs, they'll float through the oil layer to the top of the container and then sink back down once they burst and they release that carbon dioxide gas. And then they'll sink back down and create your colorful water, because oil and water don't mix, they're different. So it should have given you the effect of a lava lamp without needing an electrical lava lamp to plug in. Maybe try it with even a hotter water and see if it dissolves faster, or a super ice cold water in one container to see if that slows down the process even more. There's a little bit of alternatives as to how you can do this experiment. When you clean up, it is very important, and I'll just note this because kids don't always know, do not pour these down the drain. That could clog up the drain in the kitchen, and then mom or dad or whomever will not be happy with that. So make sure that you guys properly dispose of these. Look, you can see my red thumbs. Properly dispose of your materials after you're done with your project, and have fun experimenting with your lava lamp. So enjoy until our next STEAM activity. Keep on learning and have a little bit of fun with science.